Minutes past 7. If you go to any visitor attraction across the world, the chances are you'll be given a headset to help guide you around. Well, there's a new smartphone app which has been developed, which it's hoped will provide the same service to people who are hard of hearing.
It's being put to the test at the Roald Dahl Museum and could be rolled out to places like doctors' surgeries and supermarkets. Stuart Tinworth has been finding out how it works.
Step inside the marvellous world of Roald Dahl. Now unlocked for the deaf community for the very first time. It's all thanks to new technology offering interactive sign language in your hand.
If you imagine you've got a family sort of like with maybe a deaf person, you would want them to be able to sort of like experience the same family experience that everyone else has. And just the fact that it's very unobtrusive, you can download it onto your phone, so you can be wandering around with the rest of the family and nobody necessarily knows that you're using this app.
Signly works by pointing your smartphone at the barcode. Instantly, a virtual sign language interpreter appears, a concept called augmented reality.
It will be absolutely fantastic for the deaf community because they know that wherever they go, like there is different museums, different exhibitions around the UK, they can use this app, and that will be fantastic because it will make it fully accessible for us all the time, and it's there in our BSL native language, and it's fantastic.
Great Missenden was Roald Dahl's home for over 30 years, where he lived and wrote many of his much-loved stories in his garden shed. Well, this is Roald Dahl's writing hut, and it's been faithfully recreated and put here at the heart of the museum. Every little bit of memorabilia restored. We can see here one of the Signly barcodes. Now, when they started the project, they had just 5 of these. Now, there are nearly 30. The developers believe this technology has massive potential, and not just for museums and public places.
Health posters, doctors' surgeries, travel, airports, books. You can recognise any image or 3D object, so it can be used in books, outdoor locations.
A future release aims to scan objects as well as labels to reveal even more content previously unheard. Stuart Tinworth, BBC News.
Well, Philip Boyle is from the charity that helped develop the Signly app, and he joins us now. Good morning to you. It's one of those things that it's so simple, it's amazing that nobody's thought of it before, but so effective.
It is. It is amazing no one has done it before. Bits of it have been done before. People have developed apps that sort of scan the text. But because British Sign Language has its own structure, it doesn't actually work with that. And you can get, some museums have places where you need special equipment to read the things. But this is the first one that uses, I believe, smartphones and tablets.
So as long as you have your smartphone with you, you can take it anywhere, and potentially this app can be used in all sorts of places.
It can be used all over the place, and that's one of the things we want to explore, yeah.
How do you then get that expansion? I mean, at the moment you're in the Roald Dahl Museum.
Yes.
And presumably they've been hugely supportive in getting the whole thing up and running.
Really, yes. I mean, they've been working with us for the past couple of years, and it's good not only in developing the app, but the user testing. So they've hosted school groups, families, individuals to test the app and see how it can be improved.
So how do you get it to a broader base? And indeed, if people are watching, how can they get it for where they are?
This is an ideal opportunity. It can be used whenever there's display information. So if you think of notices, signs, awareness campaigns, even books, so high quality textbooks, things like that will be really good. And the idea is that you just have the app on your phone and you hold it up to the symbol or the object or the image, and it signs back to you.
Give us an idea of the kind of response then you've had, maybe particularly from the children who've used this in the Roald Dahl Museum.
That's the biggest joy of it, actually. When you see them holding it, because it's a big surprise, first of all, because they haven't seen it. It's the look on their face. They've been very helpful as well in developing it, because when we first went into the Roald Dahl Museum, we only had a selection of them, as I think they said. But the first thing, yes, it's great, we love it, but why can't it be everywhere? Why can't it be in other visitor attractions, museums? Why can't safety signs and all sorts of places? There's a hunger for it now, so yes, so that's why we're looking for partners in health, in education, in publishing, in transport, to work with us, and obviously funding as well, because DefAx is a small charity.
So there's bound to be somebody sitting at home now watching this who's thinking, Actually, that we could use that.
Yes.
So how do they get in touch with you? How can they access it?
They can contact me at DEFAX. It's just philip@defax.org.
Okay.
It's okay. And we'll get in touch with them. We've got some people we're talking to next week from retail, some other visitor attractions, transport. So people are already coming forward because this was only launched last week.
And it's free to download.
Free to download, and obviously we need people to invest in developing the material that is then converted into the app.
We'll talk more about it at 20 to 9 when we're on the BBC News channel. So if anyone's got any thoughts at home that would like to feed into it,
That'd be
we'd
great.
love to hear from them. Great.
Lovely. Thank you.
Philip,
Thank
thanks
you
very
very
much.
Thanks so much.